Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Josh here with Basement Level Magic. We lost the die roll, but we are going to keep this hand. So we've got a few early plays. We could definitely use a swamp here in the next couple draw steps, but I think it's a decent start. Already facing the mirror match. Alright, so blue-red. We'll get our slide runner out there. Oh, what? Alright, hopefully we can draw a land here. And there we go. So I'm tempted to play pretty much everything I've got. I think the Predator is just a more aggressive move. And we want to be able to get value off the Dominator drone. If our opponent attacks, we'll go ahead and block. That Ruination Guide is definitely more valuable than our Predator, in my opinion. He may have a combat trick, but nope. That's actually really surprising to see him basically throw that card away there for that. Definitely hoping to hit a land drop again. So he went and got an island. There's our land. Alright, so this is starting out pretty good. As you would kind of expect if you're going with this aggressive red build, you want to jump out to an early lead. If you don't, I mean, you're definitely dumb, or not dumb, but you're not doing what your plan was. All right, so here, I don't believe I want to attack in. But I will go ahead and play out a couple of our creatures. Yeah, we don't want to attack right now. Just not too much upside there. And actually, if we draw a land, we can get rid of his Kozilek's Channeler, which is going to be a pretty big thing for us, I think. Ooh, that girl's pretty good. So it's just a matter of whether I want to play my Dominator drone. I mean, we don't have any very good attacks this turn anyway, though. So I'll probably just play Drana, and then look to make a big aggressive move next turn. I'm playing it beforehand. It does allow it so that our Reckless Cohort doesn't have to attack. If we had played it after combat, we would have just lost our Reckless Cohort. Come on, land. All right. So here we can go ahead and get rid of his biggest creature and maybe like his only mountain that's up right now. We're not really going to be doing too much damage that way. But I can go ahead and attack in with with Drana and a few of my guys. All right, there we go. That's game one. That was a quick one. Just what we're looking to do here. So we saw basically a bunch of big butts. You know, those 2 1/4s. He had the Devoid blue-red deck going. I don't think Radiant Flames is the move that we want to go with here. I think we're just going to run it back. Looks like a decent starting hand. Our opponent has mulliganed, and he kept his 6-lander. Put the card on bottom. Oh boy, lots of big butts then. Ooh, that actually... Yeah, I don't know that I want to use it just yet though. I mean, we could get rid of his Tide Drifter, but am I going to want to use it later? And just get out my Vile Aggregate right now. Gosh, I think getting rid of that might be really important to us, I think. Yeah, let's... Basically like a removal spell there, which is kind of the point of, you know, why we went after those Sure Strikes. Our opponent's down to 3 cards in hand, so, you know, getting rid of one of his better mass pump creatures, I think, is definitely going to be important. So here it's between Valakut Predator and Vile Aggregate. Definitely want to take advantage of the landfall on the Predator, but I think just getting out a blocker right now is fine. Not that we're under a lot of pressure right now, but you know, if our opponent can draw some good cards, we'll be kind of kicking ourselves for not getting out there. Alright, so I do not want to attack, so I'm just going to play out my Reckless Cohort here. And I mean, we've got gas, so as long as we keep drawing lands, we'll be okay. And if our opponent wanted to get aggressive, we could just block his Ruination Guide. So we do know that one of our opponent's cards in hand is an island, and outside of that he's got nothing. Alright, there we go. There's another land. I just want to try to get my Vile Aggregate up in life, or up in power. So that's why I'm doing that instead of the Predator right now. No profitable attacks. Alright, so there goes the island that we knew of. And I'm okay with him attacking it. It's one less blocker that we have to worry about. Alright, there we go. That is a good card to see right now. So we'll be able to kill his Sentinel and just attack with everything right now. I want to get that out of the way because I want to get some ingesting. That's why I'm doing it now rather than during combat. And we'll see if our opponent has something to do though. Looks like he does. Brutal Expulsion. Okay. So he's going to do 2 damage to our Dominator Drone and return our Vile Aggregate. Okay. That card is sweet. Which will make it so that we can't get our ingesting. But we will get to... Oh man, and he did it at the point where we can't where we can't do anything. Shoot. I'm tempted to just attack in with at least one of them. I will gladly trade with anything if he wants to. Yeah, it's basically like a free attack, so I did not want to miss out on it. Ouch. That was a bad beat right there. Alright, so we got our swamp. We'll be able to play out our Vile Aggregate. We don't have anything in... we have nothing in exile right now. So I don't want to attack yet. Or I don't want to play my Ulamog's Despoiler. I do feel like we're going to be able to get enough value out of it that I'm going to hold back. Right now, if we attack in, we're basically doing suicide, so we'll hold off. This is probably the tap down creatures spell. Yeah. Yeah, so he's just stopping our ingesters, which, I mean, he hasn't seen anything to know that we have a processor. But those are definitely our more threatening cards right now. So he's just doing the safe play with attacking with the Pilgrim's Eye. I'm just going to do our landfall trigger and attack in with the Predator. At least if he wanted to, we would basically trade. Right now he's definitely got a better board state. Him getting the both the Tide Drifter and the Ruination Guide is pretty awesome for that style of deck. This is a tough one. I'm not sure if I think I just have to take it. Unfortunately, if I go ahead and block, they're gonna trade, and then next turn my reckless cohort has to attack, and he's gonna die. So I lose both of them. Well, that's okay. God, I'd love to ingest, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. I think we hold back, just play our card. I mean, I probably should just be playing this Ulamog's spoiler. I think I'm holding on too long, hoping to be able to ingest. Especially with it at 6 to 8 right now. He's got a bunch of instants too. Ooh, okay. Well, I guess in that way it might be okay that we didn't play the Despoiler. Molten Nursery might just be enough to finish us off. Surprised he didn't attack with the Scion token again? Although I guess the Vile Aggregate would just kill it. Alright, so he's got 5 attackers, so we need to make sure we have at least 4 blockers, because he's got the Pilgrim's Eye. Yeah, I think we just attack with the Predator, and then we'll play out the Despoiler. Alright, so our opponent has to do more than just the Pilgrim's Eye. If he attacks with a Pilgrim's Eye, he's got to have another card in hand. Otherwise, he would just die on the return attack. If we can get a removal spell here, we should win, right? No, I'm wrong. Yeah, we got a ways to go. If only we had a Rolling Thunder. That seems like the perfect card for right now. Alright, down to 1. Not sure what we can hit, but maybe we got a shot at something. I don't know. Yeah, land I don't think is it. We'll just make sure that he is able to block right. If he blocks wrong, we can win, but chances of him doing that are very low. Yeah, blocking the 4-4 is definitely the start, and then honestly, if he just blocks, he can even leave the 5-5 and a 2-2 to go through. He knows we don't have any cards. I should have probably left my mountain back in my hand. Yeah, so there we go. Alright, to the sideboard. So it seems like it's a pretty close matchup. I wonder if Swarm Surge would be decent here. We haven't seen turn against yet. That probably I think that could have won it for us actually if we had gotten that. I think the Shatterskull Recruit is going to be a little bit more important than the Chasm Guide right now. Our opponent has a lot of 4 toughness creatures that we're going to need to try to fight through. Reckless Cohort has looked pretty awful so far. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything better to do, though. And why not? I guess a creature and removal. Alright, so at least we're gonna, I mean, we have a curve. They don't exactly play well together, but we do have a curve. Ooh, there's our girl. I'm not the biggest fan of playing Drana right now, just because, you know, if they have any removal in their hand, it obviously goes to her. But I don't know that playing Dominator Drone does us much better. You know, if they don't have removal, then, you know, Drana can just take over. Yeah, another Kozilek Sentinel does not bother us. I'm just going to go ahead and attack in with both, because Drana will put a 1/1 counter on our cohort before blocks actually happen. So this way we're getting our +1/+1 on our cohort. And I'm just going to play another Reckless Cohort. We'll go all allies here, you know. Alright, Molten Nursery does not bother us too much. Definitely a card we're happy to see, actually, because it's something that basically isn't going to affect the board. Our opponent has shown that he doesn't have a ton of ways to play multiple spells a turn. So Molten Nursery is not going to be a huge effect against us. Yeah, and he might as well, I guess might as well attack in is what his plan is. We're not going to block. But we're going to attack for a huge amount this next turn. Yeah, Drana is just going to take over down to 8. I was really tempted to play Stone Fury, but I think just playing Vestige of Emrakul is the best option. Get another attacker out there. Alright, cool beans. Drana takes over games. There's your word of advice. Draft Drana if you get her. Grab her. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is Basement Level Magic. This is Josh. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of our stuff. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'll talk to you later.